Hello, my Maple Leaf fans. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, here we go. Hello, my Maple Leaf friends. Welcome to the pregame conference for tonight's puck drop. Tonight, the Maple Leafs will be wearing their green uniforms for St. Patrick's Day, so I hope you enjoy tonight's game. Here's the live press conference right now before puck drop.
Sierra. Available with the V8 engine, the Super Cruise hands-free driving experience, and the multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck.
The Athletic Sports News. Unrivaled soccer insight for just $1 a month.
What sort of challenge are you expecting from them as this Hurricanes team?
Just a team that's good on special teams. They work hard, they're fast, and they're balanced up and down their lineup, so it doesn't really matter who's out there. We got to be ready to play.
You lose your Croak, different lineup. What do you make of your new line?
It's exciting. Obviously, Willie and Dolan's are exceptional players, make it easy to play with, so had a few shifts with them here and there throughout the season, so I'm excited for it.
What stands out to you about Nylander?
A lot of things. Just his speed, his ability to play with the puck, ability to make plays and see different plays and make passes. So I'll just get my stick on the ice, and who knows what'll happen.
Domi's a pretty good playmaker too. What stands out about him?
Yeah, I always joke with him. His sauce game is incredible. He knows how to put a puck up and over a stick or whatever and find you. And then his work ethic on the forecheck too is unparalleled, and he can get pucks back for you and help a line out pretty good. So I'm excited.
I'm sure you might have been at the other end, but did you notice Ilya leaving the skate? That was kind of felt like a scary moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Just caught the corner of my eye. I hope he's all right. I hope it was maybe just a stinger or something, but we'll have to check on him.
If Joseph's pressed into duty here, what have you noticed about how he's been working his way back?
He's just a professional all the time. Takes care of his body, takes care of his mind, making sure he's focused on the right things at all times, and I have no doubt that he'll be ready if he's called on.
How do you go about finding your role within a new line when you're playing with guys like William Nylander?
For me, it's just like sticking with the game that I have and the game that I usually play, and that's being hard on the forecheck and trying to get pucks back as best I can, and hopefully it gets on our sticks so we can play offense.
How refreshed did you feel coming off the break Thursday in Philly?
Felt good. When you're playing every second day, you get in a rhythm, but it's also hard mentally, and you get a little bit fatigued physically. So the break was huge. It's a nice reset. Takes maybe a couple shifts to get back into that rhythm of playing all the time, but it was nice to have.
Appreciate it. You said you were pumped to get back in history. Just how you feeling this morning?
I'm excited. I definitely can't wait to get going and playing. I don't think I've played for probably a couple of weeks now, so I'm just excited to get back in everything that comes with a game day. The pregame nap, the routines, getting back in the flow of things. So I'm excited.
You had a good game against the Hurricanes earlier this season. Do you think back on that as you get ready for this one at all?
I think more of just the whole season. I've been playing, probably my best NHL hockey. So I think we should take that into consideration, and I don't think too much on the past. Obviously, I think they beat us in our own building, so that's what I'm focused about. And they have a deep team. They definitely upgraded at the trade deadline, so it's a big game for us, a good test for us, and I'm excited to play again.
You said you're playing your best hockey. What do you like about your game? What do you think is improved?
I think it's just being calm. Relaxed. I think obviously when you play more consistently in games and get going, it's easier to adapt to the league, easier to get confidence. So I think just playing more ease and ease of mind out there, and I think that's the biggest takeaway for me.
Did you notice Ilya leaving the ice this morning? It kind of felt like a bit of a scary moment.
I didn't notice at all.
Yeah.
Just letting me know now. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah. If Joseph is pressed into action here, what have you noticed about him? Because it's been talking about you facing adversity. He's had to deal with adversity with this injury this season.
Yeah, he's definitely had his handful of adversity, not just this year, but many years like myself. So he's a great goalie. He can step in and shut the door for us. He's definitely, before he got injured too, a while back, he was, played really, really good for us, and he's playing good now. So, you know, that's the thing with our organization is if unfortunately if one goes down, we have, you know, the goalies to have the depth there too. So if he gets called in action, I'm sure he'll do great for us.
Sheldon, you talked about like when you come back into the lineup, like you bring boosters, energy, and all that, and a way to make an impact. Like, how do you go about trying to do that tonight against Carolina?
I think just starting off, just being simple and just kind of let the game come to me. Obviously, I haven't played in a couple weeks, so as it touches and as the first period goes on, I think just simplifying it, and then once you get those touches and shots, and you get comfortable. So I think part of like playing good and getting back is just you're excited to come back. Obviously, you know, I haven't really played a game in a couple weeks, so maybe you're just fresh as well. So I think take that in consideration, use it as my advantage as well.
What do you think about the St. Patrick's Day jerseys?
I think they're awesome. I think it's kind of unique seeing this green with all this blue around, and I'm excited to wear it.
What's it like when you play with Austin?
Yeah, I like that. It's pretty easy to play with him, so it's good. So that's how.
He loved your pass to him for his goal. What did you see on that play in Philadelphia?
Yeah, that was a good play. I don't remember his goal right now, but
You were on the sideboards, and he was coming through the middle. You hit him.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
perfect.
He comes good in the middle, so
Yeah.
but just to him. It's gonna be a very good, I think so.
When you're playing higher up in the lineup, like how do you deal with the matchups? Like how much of a challenge is it to go up against maybe some other players?
Yeah, that's different. But I need to play good hockey there, so I don't know.
How much did playing with Austin and Mitch a little bit earlier this season help you now when you get this chance?
Yeah, of course, they helped me, but I need to play better than the last time I was there. So yeah, just play good hockey there, so it helps.
What do you want to be different than last time?
I think I'm more confident right now, so hopefully they can help me.
Where did the confidence come from? How did you get it?
I scored last night, so
Yeah, feels good.
That gave me a good confidence.
What did you see on your goal that you scored? Off a face-off.
Yeah,
You were-
it was a good face-off by
Yeah.
the view, so the puck comes to me and I tried to shoot. It was good.
Awesome. Thank you, Francis. I appreciate it.
This app on my phone called Audible helps pay for my bills every month. I'm sure you've heard of Audible, but what you might not know is that it's owned by Amazon, and it's where you can set up a great side hustle without all the effort of a traditional Amazon business. Audible is a marketplace for digital products instead of physical ones. It's where you can sell audiobooks and podcasts. I didn't even know that you could make money doing this until my husband Christian introduced it to me.
Sammy's fine. He'll play tonight. Leave me alone.
You serious?
Am I ever not serious?
No, I'm just making sure.
Was it just a stinger then, or?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Hard to throw for a second.
No.
Was it the plan to roll with him this week, or is this a reflection of his performance Thursday? Like to start.
It's just a reflection of the whole picture. You know, for him, he's been going really well. So that's really it.
What stands out about Carolina, since they haven't had a huge run since the deadline, but they were always a good team, and now they had Gensel and Kuznetsov. What are you seeing from them?
Yeah, I think they just continue to be a great team that was very deep and now become deeper and more dangerous. I think, they've always had good forwards, but I think the defense and how they defend as a group has always been sort of their identity, and now they've added more punch offensively on forward, which I think really kind of completes their team. So I'm sure confidence is real high over there.
What do you hope to see from Pontus on the top line?
Just do what he does. The last game that he played in Philadelphia is a good reflection. I touched on it yesterday. He was having a strong game to begin with, not just because he scored a goal, but just he made some plays and held on to pucks. He fought for the middle of the ice. And then, as I said, I gave him a shift with Austin after we had lost Yarncroc, and that shift went really well. And then, I was going to maybe move some other guys around and thought, we'll go with another shift. And that shift went really well, so we just stayed with it. And then they connected for a goal in the third period. So, the the vibe is good with those guys, so you want to stay with it. And like I said yesterday, Holmberg, had got a run with Austin earlier this season, and it's times like that, why you do those kind of things, so that right now you can go resort to it. It's not as big of an adjustment for him going into that spot.
When you have homegrown guys like Bobby and Pontus, maybe say Matt Nyes, and they're two young guys that are brought up through the organization, is that a morale boost for the organization? Does that give, like, everybody, you got the Marlies here today, they're seeing their graduates up here. Is that good for the organization? Or how good is it for the organization?
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, a lot of resources go into these guys, whether they're drafted or signed. In Bobby's case, they come in, and from the time that they're brought into the organization, there's a scouting part of it, there's the management side, there's the player development side, and there's the American League staff. So everybody kind of has their hand in their development, and you want to see those guys succeed. In some cases, it works out. In others, it doesn't. But it's always nice to see those guys do well. And in some cases, they do well, and they end up being a big part of your team. In some cases, they do well, and you move them on. And it depends where your team is at in its cycle and such. But regardless, when you got guys that you've seen from day one, it's nice to see them doing well. And that's something I enjoyed my time with the Marlies. Even though I had zero to do with the draft at that time, I enjoyed being there at the draft, and you seeing some of the guys that are drafted, and then ultimately over time end up, coming to play for you at the Marlies, and you feel like you were there from the first step. I think that's an enjoyable piece.
Freddie Anderson had some big nights in this building for this organization. Obviously went through a lot of health things. What have you sort of made of him sort of just coming back and getting to this level again after his health scare?
Yeah, credit to him, and for staying with it. I don't know a whole lot about everything that he's gone through, other than it's been a process and a journey for him that takes a lot of commitment and focus and support and all those things that I'm sure he got from the organization. So great to see him back at it.
What do you see as the biggest challenge for the penalty kill right now, as you're getting some new guys involved, and now all of a sudden Mitch and Kelly are out?
Yeah, I just for us, it's like you say, it's a challenge of cleaning some things up and being better, as a group, for those that are consistent and have been a part of it. And in other cases, it's bringing others into it, whether that's a doer who's new but has killed in the league a lot in his time in Minnesota, or some other guys like McMahon and Holmberg that are getting more, and Nylander is being used more in different spaces, and Matthews is being used a little bit more. So kind of trying to bring all of that together has been a challenge that has become even greater challenge because of we've lost two of our most prominent and reliable penalty killers.
I know you have a lot of respect for other coaches. What stands out to you about Rod Brind'Amour?
I would say just consistency, and just going through the way his team plays. They've been as consistent a team as you find. You know exactly what you're in for when you play against Carolina. I think that's what you're looking for from a team, and they've had a lot of consistency with their team as well. I mean, their defense by and large has been there, especially their core guys that have been sort of the heart of their team, that have really kind of helped things. And then their forward group, everybody's really bought in, and they're like a lot of teams, or certainly ourselves included, are trying to find their way through the playoff gauntlet. But every year and every game, you see consistency from their team.
Is Lyubushkin good to go for tonight?
Yeah. We'll have an extra guy in warm up just to be sure, but it looks that way.
How much has he made? I don't know if life easier on the defense is the right way to put it, but how much has he helped settle what you do?
Yeah, he has, and in some cases it's kind of hard to really put your thumb on exactly what it is, but sometimes a change comes in, or a guy comes in and just kind of snaps some other things into place, and it seems to help. So that's really it. I think his play in and of itself has been, I would say solid and consistent, but not he's not a player that's going to make really dramatic and great plays. He's just going to do his job, and I think that type of player has partnered with Morgan in his time with Morgan in the past. That's the role that he's played, and that's what we had seen happen, and that's what's happening here right now. So, yeah, it's been great to see. We're trying to. I think that the Edmondson and Lilligren pairing had a really good night the other night. Lily himself had a really strong night for us, and then we're trying to get the Brody McCabe, get those guys back going, and getting having the McCabe on the right side and having that chemistry grow. That's important for us there to get all 6 guys rolling.
Do you want a green suit?
I do not own a green suit. No. Thanks.
If you were born before 1969, you really need to hear this. While you're alive in Canada, our government provides benefits if you lose your job, become disabled, even when you retire. But when you die, except for a select few, your family receives no benefit whatsoever. No money to cover your funeral costs, estate fees, final taxes, or debts. Those costs are left entirely to your family. And in today's economy, your loved ones don't have an extra $5,000 or $10,000 just laying around. How would your family pay for your burial or cremation, estate fees, and even final debts? If your answer is, I don't know, then we have a solution. From as little as $1 a day, you can protect your spouse and children for $10,000 to $50,000 in life coverage. Click the blue button under this video to protect your family today. You will not require a physical medical exam to be approved. If you suffer from health conditions such as diabetes or hypertension, you can still be approved. Even if you're a smoker or a vapor, you will not be declined. This essential coverage pays a tax-free lump sum of money to the family member of your choosing. Your loved ones can use this money to cover expenses that would otherwise burden them financially. Expenses such as your burial or cremation and estate fees. Click the blue button below this video now to see if you qualify. A new window will open on your device, and you can complete the online assessment in under 60 seconds. It's just one phone call to get covered today. But don't miss this opportunity. You may never see this video again, and the urgency you feel to protect your family right now, it will be gone tomorrow. Take 60 seconds right now and click the blue button under this video. We can all spare 60 seconds for our family.